Actually, yeah, it is. Anyways, if the Basi has done it, and then we all like, it was the fact that we're basking in the euphoria of all of that just shows the fact that we Nigerians are very, 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 very supportive when it comes to supporting our own. Quick one, I've been seeing a lot of talks about people breaking records and all of that. Whatever it is you want to break here, make sure you can do it. Basically, so it's not about calling people and disappoint everybody. If you want to break record for this or for that, make sure it's something you've done, and then preparations towards it matters like a lot. For you, that would squeeze up with the fact that she was working out. She actually had to go to Kemen Fitness, and then they had like a lot of sessions together. I'm sure she has done like a sleepless night before now and worked. So obviously, she was mentally prepared and physically prepared to face such tasks. So if you want to do yours, there's not a problem. It's not a big deal. Give us a date. Give us venue. We'll be there. But make sure you are mentally and physically ready for that one. Anyways, guys, this is Daki. Welcome, guys, to Go to Life News, where I bring you updates and that's concerning music across the country. Today we begin with the shenanigans with Seun Kuti. It's been a long journey and a very, very long conversation. It is still buzzing. Until now, as we speak, we don't have a finite end for it. We saw the point where Seun Kuti assaulted a police officer, slapped him, and had like a lot of back and forth thingy, claiming he threatened his life at the time. We saw where he hired the services of Femi Falana, talking about Fal's father, to defend him in court. We saw when Benjamin came out to say serious assault on police officer, and then Shehu Kuti turned himself in and he has been arrested and all of that. Earlier today, we saw a picture of them arraigning Shehu Kuti alongside other criminals sitting on the floor, and that was very, very sad to see. Very, very sad to see. Moving on, we saw where Benjamin came out to say, contrary to people's emotional laden expectations, we are smart enough not to torture him. And now it brings a lot of conversation. So because it's Seun Kuti, you guys are smart not to torture him. What about others that you're not smart on? Like, like at times, yeah, it's just cool. You just shut up and don't tweet anything. If you must tweet, let it come with sense. I will just come out and talk, and then so because he's the one you are smart. What about others you're not smart about? Do you understand? And then he said, "We will not undermine our case. Not a finger has been laid on him, nor will be laid on him. Like we assured, full and transparent investigation." Obviously, we saw show manager come out to explain what happened, and then he said what went down on the day Afrobeat artist slapped the police. He says he was speaking to some persons and then said on the said day, Shane was driving with his family on Third Mainland Bridge when he was suddenly hit from behind by a police truck being driven by an officer who was reportedly drunk. So this act from the officer led Shane's daughter into a sudden shock as she was visibly shaken by the heat. So this made Shane pursue the truck, double crossed it, and forced it to a stop. And when the police officer got down from the truck, instead of apologizing, he was arguing with Shane, which provoked him to slap the officer. Are you informed? Then he said, um, he wanted Nigerians to realize that Shane was human and anybody who have reacted the way Shane did. If his family was threatened, and then he advised security officials not to see themselves as above the law simply because they are on uniform. So he said it was a case of hit and run thingy. So the police hit Shane's vehicle and he was running. And then Seun chased the vehicle, double crossed it, and instead of him to apologize, he came out arguing with Seun, and obviously Seun got angry and then slapped him. In all of this conversation, as much as what Seun did was wrong, you shouldn't slap someone like that. Regardless of who he is, whether he's a civilian or a military person or police officer, you shouldn't slap someone like that. But regardless, both parties were wrong. If this is story is if there's any truth to go by, both parties were wrong. Anyway, we saw Femi Falana coming out to say Seun he accused the police and say by saying they have starved his clients, they've starved his clients, saying they've starved Seun, they've not given him food, and they're also denying him access to his wife. And obviously, he's not sentenced to jail yet. He's supposed to be behind bars. Obviously, he should get access to food and see people. But then said the police have said no, we will not give you food, we will also not allow you see your wife. Another wrong another wrong approach to all of these things again. Moving on, we saw Sowori coming out to say prosecutors of the police are asking for an ex parte order to detain Seun Kuti for 21 days just to obtain a statement. They also claim the officer involved in the altercation is now in coma. Nigerians, why? Like, why should we get to this point? Like, it was a video we all saw clearly. Like, one slap made you go in coma. Like, how? At times, yeah, I feel like some of these things should be, we should read it over and over again before we say it. But anyways, they said the officer is now in coma, and after I left Shim's house and finished writing his report, oh my god. If I'm not taking this, I'll be laughing, but I'm taking that I can't laugh. But then, so what he's saying is fact that after the assault and all of that, he went to Shane's house, and then he went to the station, wrote a report. Then after writing the report, he went into coma. Wow, coma is not easy to go into. Obviously, at the end of the day, we discovered that Seun Kuti has been granted bail, but the judge said he must remain in the Nigerian police force detention for 48 hours for them to complete their investigation. So obviously, we know now that Seun has been granted bail, but he cannot leave the police station for the next 48 hours. Police are meant to conclude their investigation for the next 2 days. This is going to be a very sweet journey. It's going to be a very sweet ride. Just follow us on this page. We all are going to get, like, trust us to give you more updates as this unfold. The journey is just getting started, and just like Nigerian film will say, this is just the beginning. And moving on, we have Burna Boy as the next guy on the news. We saw Burna Boy coming out to say, "Go Hilda, we are rooting for you to break that record, and I trust say the food goes sweet die," coming from Burna Boy. At the same time, we saw those kids pouring accolades on her, saying he's with her. Tinubu came out, share his own, came out to congratulate her. Atiku came out, Peter Obi came out. Almost everyone were out there to say, Hilda, congratulations on that one. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy saying, these are preparing new music, saying this is the time for new music. And Love That Mini is now Burna Boy most streamed album of all time on Spotify rather, after surpassing Africa Giant. Burna Boy Love That Mini album is now the second most streamed project by an African artist on Spotify, surpassing CK the First EP. Moving on, Burna Boy certifications in Canada as a featured artist. He has Location with Santa Dave, Ginger with Wizkid, and then Be Honest with Georgia Smith. For Burna Boy, Canada is becoming second home to Burna Boy. He got platinum with Location, gold with Ginger, and obviously gold with Be Honest. So far, Burna Boy looks like this in Canada. For My Hand with Ed Sheeran, is now certified platinum in Canada. Burna Boy Gum Body with Georgia Smith is now certified gold in Canada. Love That Mini album is now certified gold in Canada. Burna Boy becomes the first African artist with more than one certified album in the country. And obviously, Burna Boy is plenty. Is officially now certified gold in Canada. And it's going, I think, for Canada, yeah. It's just safe to say Burna Boy is from Nigeria, based in the US, but owns Canada. Take it as that. Moving on, so Burna Boy extends his record as the African artist with the most certified certifications rather in Canada, with 13 certifications. Big one to Burna Boy on that one. Burna Boy extends his record as Nigerian artist with the most certified solo songs, 7. Songs like On the Low, Ye, Bono, Last, Anybody, Collateral Damage, and It's Plenty. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy coming through with Paul Gaultier, a perfume brand, and then they've announced that they are coming very, very soon. What is it with these guys? What are they working together? Is it a Burna Boy franchise? Is it Paul Gaultier's franchise? What exactly are they coming together to do? All of these, as soon as the Soon arrive, we'll get back to you on the Soon. Moving on, we have Rema as the next guy on the news. Obviously, the last guy of the news. We saw for the Billboard 100 this week, Burna Boy remains on number 5. Number 1, we have Morgan Wallen, SLE number 2, Miley Cyrus number 3, and Eslabon Amado and Peso Pluma on number 4, while we have Rema and Selena Gomez on number 5. For the Afrobeat chart, Burna Boy remains number 1, extending his record with 37 weeks at the top. Big one to Rema on that one. And in India, Burna Boy is dominating India like no man's business. At the moment, he's now eligible for 15 platinum in India, making it a big one. For me, saying Burna Boy just in my head, like, how am I still on Burna Boy? Obviously, this is Rema, and Rema's been an amazing guy. You know, the fact that you do a Burna Boy news for like a while and then you're switching to Rema is just amazing. Burna Boy has like a long stretch, and then Rema is also dominating the space equally. You know, for a fact, yeah, we have Davido doing good globally. A tour about to commence. Rema doing good globally. A tour at the commence. Burna Boy doing good globally, and obviously tour has begun like ever since, and is still on the tour, selling out massive, massive spaces. So back to Rema, anyways. Rema is now eligible for 15 platinum in India and making him a big one, and also a diamond certification in Mexico, an amazing one for Rema on that one. So far, so good. Rema Rave and Roses Ultra project has amassed about 1.3 billion streams on Spotify. The album is less than a month. It just shows how far. It shows how amazing that project, that body of work actually is. For the Rave and Roses World Tour 2, Rema have announced and released dates and venues and countries for that one, even venues rather for that one. 28th of May, Afro Nation, 1st of June, Primera Sound, 3rd of June, Sunsplash Festival, 4th of June, International Mall, 8th of June, Primera Sound, 9th of June, Primera Sound, 24th of June, Lagma Lagmanifique Society, 26th of June, Soliday Festival, 26th of June, Rockstar Festival, 30th of June, Rolling Loud, 2nd of July, Quarok Festival, all through to, okay, 31st of August, Tel Aviv. So I'll just do like a total breakdown so you just get an hang of it. 2nd of July, Garok Festival, 4th of July, Montreal's Jazz Festival, 8th of July, Les Adontes Festival, 12th of July, Slot Slot Gel Festival, 13th of July, Gotten Festival, 19th of August, Poklop Festival, 20th of August, Lowlands Festival, 26th of August, Hype Festival, 26th of August, Prague Festival, and then 31st of August, Tel Aviv. Amazing one. Countries are in front, and places like Miami, USA, oh, Miami is in USA, by the way, Spain, Caribbean, Spain, Portugal, France, Denmark, Netherlands, Switzerland, Belgium, Norway, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Czech Republic, and Tel Aviv in Israel. Burna Boy has done India, he's in Jerusalem, he's also going back to Israel. Burna Boy is changing the Bible in my head. I mean, Rema is changing the Bible in my head because I've always known the fact that the Israelis, the Jerusalem guys, these guys are so religious and they don't do like if I thought they don't do any song, I'll be expecting to see like a Tim Godfrey or a Simi or I mean, they just say Simi, Tim Godfrey or a Sinach, all of that. But then we're seeing Rema doing good in Jerusalem also in Israel. Whatever it is a big one to this guy. And then this is the World War II tour. Maybe we'll have a World Tour 3, part 3 to that one, and then we'll have more bigger spaces and extend to more countries. But now we're sure of about 7 countries put together with Israel making it. Amazing one for him. And we say congratulations to Rema on that one. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this one. The news having Rema, Burna Boy, and Seun Kuti. Like I told you guys, stay tuned on this one because the Seun Kuti case is about to begin. Thank you very much.